Welcome to the Northern Knits Podcast. We're two friends in fiber who knit, craft, crochet, and talk everything in between. My name is Jocelyn, and my co-host is
Diana.
It's episode 367. It's a Monday afternoon for us when we record. I am post way too much Warhammer.
Did you win, or did the dice hate you?
Oh, no, the dice always hit me when it comes to Warhammer, but that's okay. I ate 2 brownies yesterday, so, I'm not feeling that bad about it.
That's pretty all right day.
In a Brandon mug today, I'm enjoying some chamomile tea.
Nice.
Because I also had coffee yesterday, so I'm paying for it today.
I have decaf to go along with the calf that I had earlier, but this one's decaf. Oh, in the realm of dice rolling gaming,
Yeah.
I beat Mr. Diana in a game.
Good for you. We don't beat those boys nearly enough in games.
I know, it's my one win for the quarter.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Did you have to immediately play again so that he had a winning streak back? Because his brother
No.
makes me.
No, we did not. We were the game has extremely fiddly setup and teardown, and so we were just kind of done with it.
That's
The
fair.
game itself is quite fun and goes quite quick, but the setup and the teardown are just very
Which game were you playing?
Dice Realms.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a deck building, but you build the faces of your dice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know.
Have you played that one too?
Who do I normally play board games with? That man loves a deck building game with a twist.
It's deck building, but I also love deck building games.
Yes, you do, which is fine. There's nothing wrong. It's because I'm coming from a resource management game fandom. So if
Ah.
it's a collector resource, you can do a thing. I love it. I love all variations of collect the colored bricks to then spend the colored bricks to do stuff. Makes me
And
very
ultimately get
happy.
points.
And that's how you get points. Makes me very happy. I'm not good at it, but it makes me happy to collect stuff in front of me and then organize my piles and then put my piles out to do stuff. That's my happy place. So like I play deck building games. It's fine. Obviously, I don't mind them in the slightest. But yes, I've heard of Dice Realms. I don't remember if I've played it or not. However, there's been a call to play some Villainous on Wednesday. So I did say, hey, if we're playing Villainous, and I will be the Disney villain Ursula. Thank you very much. I then said we should probably pull out some Tiny Epic Kingdoms. Because if we've got time for a Tiny Epic game, always good. I did vote for dinosaurs. So hopefully dinosaurs come.
Tiny Epic Dinosaurs is fantastic.
Then I can be Ursula and a dinosaur farmer in the same evening.
That just sounds like a great day.
Sounds like a really good day. I fed you lunch before we started.
But you're talking to yourself, therefore you want company.
Always, always. All right. Goodness gracious. I don't even know what we're doing. We're already past the middle of April. How in the world has this happened?
I don't know. I do not know.
Sweet jumping Jehoshaphat. Bright side is we got 4 and 4.
Yeah, we got an even number.
So that works. I swear. Guys, cat ownership, it's a thing.
There's a sharp cut. We had cat problems.
We had cat problems because we're very active at the moment. Hello, can I clean your eyeballs? Oh, yeah. That's not what you wanted? Oh, dear. Hoping that annoys her enough she goes away. We'll find out. And exciting news this morning. We were, as of recording, we're just shy 800 subscribers, which is super cool.
Yeah.
So exciting. As always, please, we heart you. Can I make the shape? We heart you. We would love a like and a subscribe.
Doing it the old way. You gotta do it the new way.
No, I'm old. I'm okay doing it the old way.
I don't want to tell you how long it took me to figure out how to do that.
I don't even want to start. It took years for me to master the Spock Vulcan hand thing. I'm not ready to commit to a new way to make a heart shape. I am unprepared for that. My brain can't do that. But yeah, it's liking the videos. If you enjoy our content, and subscribing is hugely helpful for us. Oh, there she goes. We're headed off to our corner.
Oh, I could see it wobbling.
Yep.
Okay,
I have
now that
many
I have teared up with joy,
teared up with joy.
it's laughing too hard, some tears squeezed out.
It happens to me all the time. Let's get started. I guess with 4, it doesn't matter who starts. I'll go first.
Go for it, because
Because
it
it's
breaks my brain when
weird
I have to go first.
when you go first.
It's so weird.
Using a Diana hook. Diana got me more crochet hooks for my birthday.
Oh, right, yes, and yeah, I forgot about that because I didn't have them in my possession first. Just sent them direct to you. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, right, yes, the thing that I sent direct to you.
I made a ball of cotton yarn very floppy.
What does it
Very
become?
floppy. I have been eyeballing. I don't think they're not called snoods. What are they called? Oh man, this is gonna bug me. It's like a hairnet. It's like a fancy vintage hairnet. That is not what it's
Oh,
called. There's a pattern
no,
name.
but I know what you know. I know what you mean.
I have to go look up the pattern name because I want to talk about this pattern that I finished. But I made a hair thingy. I made it worsted weight and cotton so it could get all of my hair when it was wet.
That is so pretty.
So I'm gonna make a smaller version and fingering now that I've made a worsted weight version so I can see what I was doing. So I'm gonna make a more delicate drapier take outside hair thing. But with waist length hair when it's wet, I wanted a way to sort of pin it up without actually pinning it up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because you still want it to dry. You just don't want it to be dripping on everything.
I don't want it to be dripping on everything. I don't want it to be underfoot. I don't want to get it caught. And straight hair is so easy to break when it's wet. I already have enough hair issues with hair loss because I have so much of it all the time. I could reduce some of that breakage. That's a good idea. So I made a very large worsted version under the idea that it would look like I was walking around with an oversized granny bonnet hairnet thing, and I absolutely do. This is not a take outside. So this is a I'm cold. I'm wearing my Tribeca trench as a house coat. I could look more like a mom if I put this on, and I do. And then I do look like a television trailer park mom. Absolutely. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. So I want to make a smaller version. I need to go pull up the name for the pattern and stuff because it's a really cute pattern. It's a cute pattern. Where's my phone? I can do it on my phone. Anyway, I wanted to make one. I had scrap cotton. It's amazing. I have used it on my hair while it was wet and it held everything up wonderfully. So functionality, 10 out of 10. I have to get used to seeing my hair essentially that way because I'm used to seeing it just footloose and fancy free all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So seeing it in a different context was just strange. It was strange, let's be honest. Did I stick this in hair stuff? Oh, I hope I stuck this in hair stuff. Do I have a hair stuff folder?
Also, I'm just going to
Questions.
take a second to be jealous that each one of your braids is as thick as my braid was when my hair was long.
That's
Like my
fair.
single braid
I have a
is about the same thickness as, yeah,
metric.
as your half your hair. So I'm just going to take a second to be jealous about that. I'm going to
I
take several
have
seconds,
a
actually.
lot of hair. I have a lot of hair. It's glorious for some things. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It is glorious for some things. It is also an absolute rip-roaring pain in the butt for others. Oh, I don't know where I put the pattern for it. Of course I didn't. Guys, I will get the information to Diana so she can link it below
It'll get
because
linked in the
I
show notes.
absolutely need to make a fingering weight version, possibly a lace weight version, so that it's super, super delicate. It's a beautiful crocheted hair container of things. I've got such good words today. Okay. You can do it
Is
and
it
you could like put an elastic in, but I just did an I-cord edge and tied it so I can get it nice and secure. But like I fell asleep in it yesterday. And I didn't get hot neck. I didn't have mussed hair when I woke up.
nice?
So I'm just like, okay, I'm a fan. I've converted. Will I ever be able to wear them out of the house? I don't know. We will see. Next step is to make, and I'm boy, do I have scrap fingering weight yarn. The next step is to make a fingering weight version because it'll obviously be smaller and more delicate, and then see how that interacts with my hair. Because if I get a delicate version that I like, I will absolutely wear it out.
I think you could make it work if you wear it like half back on your head and just like
Yeah,
clip it if you need to, and then
yeah.
like
I
do
mean,
like the slouchy hat thing of like 10-15 years ago.
give or take. Also, like every period of time pre 1950, when we all decided that hats were no longer cool because our mothers wore them rather than just making a new style of hat.
Yeah, I'm still sad that hats went away.
I think hats have to come back, and I think we need to make them come back. My mother doesn't wear a hat, so it should be fine.
Yeah, we've
So
had
I'm
enough
gonna.
separation.
We've had enough separation. I think the love of hats needs to return. Have you seen some of those vintage hat patterns? They are freaking adorable.
Right? Vintage hats, bring them back.
Vintage hats, they need to come back. Do not get me wrong, I rock a J-Lo sun hat like nobody's business. Like the
Mm,
full-on 12-inch brim covers one eye floppy hat.
yeah.
I can rock. But like I'm really good with most 60s style of stuff anyway. I just got the frame and the face for it. Can I do a beret? No, I cannot. I cannot. It does not look good on my face. It's not good for me. Diana's great with a fedora. Should bring the fedora back.
I still only wear the fedora at conferences.
I know it's because it's your personality fedora.
It is. But also I get recognized. It's great. It's my personal branding fedora at this
It
point.
is, which is good. So, all right, I'm gonna make a fingering weight version now that I have the worsted wear at home when my hair is wet, or I want it up, but I don't want it up. Because again, while you might be jealous that it's very thick hair in the two braids, I cannot at this length put it up for the day. There is no up for the day. It's too heavy.
I understand.
But that net thing kept it up off my neck enough. So I'm gonna try the fingering weight version. And yeah, I'll get you the name for the pattern. That annoys me. Because it's a cute pattern. Okay. It's fine. I got bored on Saturday and made it while I was taking a break from playing Stardew Valley. It's a very fast crochet. Took no time.
Nice.
No time. You're up, my dear.
Okay, do we want the thing in the thumbnail or do we want test knit?
Think of the thumbnail first.
Thing in the thumbnail first. Okay. I started a while back some crochet lounge pants, and
You
I
did.
have officially split them and started working on one leg. So they are now shorts. They are now asymmetrical shorts because you do one leg and then go back and do the other leg.
Yeah.
I've tried them on. They fit perfectly. They're just a nice,
Good.
relaxed sweatpant kind of fit.
Which is what you wanted.
Yeah. And with all the nice color changes, it's going to be so nice and stripy and so nice and textured. So I'm very, very excited about these.
Are you gonna do them as shorts or are you gonna do them as like capris?
Well,
Are you committing to the whole leg?
I'm committing to the whole leg for these ones because not only do I still have this leftover Karen anniversary cake, I have a whole 2 kilogram of this.
Yeah, commit to the whole pant.
Whole pant. These are going to be whole
Whole
pants.
pants.
The
Yeah,
wrap ones might end up just being shorts.
that's fine.
But these are we're doing the whole
And
pant.
yeah, no, absolutely. To eat up some of that Karen cake anniversary that you got. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna have a whole suit to because it'll match my cardigan that I made.
My God, it totally will.
Because it's the exact same yarn. That's what most of the 1 kilogram went to was making a sweater. So now I'm gonna have matching pants.
Oh, you are going to be living your best 1970 jogger's life.
I really am. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, by
I will
ridiculous, you mean
absolutely.
glorious.
Oh yes, I will absolutely make reels dancing while wearing my stupid pants.
Absolutely. The
I mean my
public
glorious
demands
comfy
it.
cozy pants.
The public demands it. So good.
I am a little bit concerned about how the yarn would wear in the form of pants, so I probably won't actually wear them all that often. It'll be primarily for social media.
You won't know till you wear them.
This is true, but this is my suspicion. Anyway, so there's a coming along a little bit, and
Good. It'll be a lot easier now that you're not going like the whole way around. You're just
oh
doing a
yeah, like
leg
one leg's gonna go so
so
fast.
fast.
So
Yeah.
I've only got 40 stitches around now.
Oh yeah. well, a leg is gonna whoosh, as they
Whoosh.
say.
Yes, and
Whoosh,
none of the
as they
stitches
say.
are hard. Like the hardest thing so far has been like a front post double crochet, which is just a normal double crochet. You just put the hook in a different spot.
That's not a hard stitch.
No. So like this is a very easy pattern.
Good.
Which I can tell you who the designer is. It's the Lounge Pants by Mermaid Cat Designs.
Okay. So good.
Link in the description. All right, your turn.
I am making progress slow and steady on my Fiddly Bits cowl. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is meant to use the fiddly bits and your odds and ends out of your stash. So your leftovers, the stuff you want to not have, but also don't want to throw away, you know? In my case, I have many not full 100-gram balls of yarn. There's still a lot, 50 grams or more in the ball, that I'd used for other things or I had reclaimed from projects. So I wanted to make a epic, colorful, skinny for me double wrap cowl. I can tell you guys because it's a free pattern. It's 96 stitches in the round. It's just a tube. I'm making a very, very long tube. I am nearly 6 feet tall. I need a lot to make an epic double wrap loose, like full on artist vibe. I should wear it with a vest and a t-shirt and be an art teacher vibe cowl. Like that's what I'm looking for. You know?
Yep, yep. I see the vision.
See the vision? I've added a couple of things because I did inside out and backwards. For all of you who've been here for a while, if you guys have not and you're new, hi. I'm left-handed and I just knit right-handed patterns as though they're left-handed patterns. So while my stuff turns out great, my color work is always backwards. And anything I do in the round, I'm technically knitting the purl side out. So I'm inside out and I'm backwards.
This is super not going to work if you ever have to do text in a Fair Isle pattern.
I have to reverse it. I know what I'll have to do if I do text in a Fair Isle pattern. So far, it has not been a problem for me, but I absolutely will have to reverse it. So I've been using, because my balls of yarn are so large, they're scrap balls of yarn. The idea is to downsize my stash so I can add more sweater quantities later this year. Step one, make space. Use up scraps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my scrap balls, air quotes, are so large, I'm using the numbers in the sequence of pi to tell me how often I should change. So I am treating number 3 like 3 inches, the number 1 like 1 inch. You get the idea. So I'm going through and we're getting this wonderful randomness that is technically a mathematical equation, but that's fine, it's random. And I've moved on to a new color. I finally got through this 9-inch section because I'm 3.14159. I don't know how big this section I'm currently working in has to be. I should look up the numbers of pi. I'm thinking I might also even start to memorize the numbers of pi. When you
Well, you're
stop
going
and
to have
think
to
about
repeat
it,
it often enough.
I'm gonna have to
I've
repeat it
only got
often.
like 5 digits, 3.14159.
Yeah, I might
And I
get
feel
some
like
more
it's a 2,
digits.
but I don't
I
know
might
after
get
that.
some. I have no idea. I've never bothered to memorize pi, but I did put a progress creeper in, so I put my little I don't know, what are you? Are you a reindeer? Yeah, we'll say you're a reindeer. Could be a reindeer,
I don't
could
know.
just be a
Could also
deer.
be a giraffe. I can't tell from
That's
here.
fair. I think it's a
Some sort of
reindeer.
four-legged reindeerish creature.
We're gonna call it a reindeer. So I put the reindeer in, so I didn't make a ton of progress. But this 9-inch section, oh man. Because you'd think I would just be like, 9 inches, go, right? No, I kept stopping to measure because I was like, am I done? I'm addicted to this color change aspect. I wanted the next color. Or the other thing I'm doing that is a change from the pattern is the first loop. Hello yarn. Let's give myself some more slack on this yarn. The first round in each color change, I'm purling, so you get that dash of the new color, and then you get that little purl bump of the first color.
Mhm.
So you get a nice little transition phase in there.
I like it.
And it adds a little texture detail, which I quite like. The other difference to the pattern is because I'm inside out and backwards, a provisional cast on to then seam up is awkward for me.
Yeah.
So I seam up my tubes differently. It's not the pattern. It is absolutely the human knitting the pattern. Though I am enjoying this roundy roundy. It's very relaxing and still good car sized. Like it still travels with me when I go places. But when I mean I shoved a bunch, not all of them, but a bunch. I mean, I shoved a bunch of balls in here to pick from colors.
That's is there any like order to the colors? You just grab one at random.
I'm grabbing it random and I'm not letting it be close to the color before. So if I did a light, I do a dark. If I did a blue, I'll do a pink. That way
So
I'm
semi-random.
semi-random. Just to give myself a break. I think I might at some point start why? I both love shaped stitch markers and hate shaped stitch markers. Does that make sense?
If they're pointy, they can
I have
be
a
a little.
unicorn as my start of round marker, and it keeps getting stuck on the ends.
Oh
I
no.
don't have to weave in my ends because it's on the inside of the tube. They're just knots. Yes. And that's all they have to be. It's so nice. But no, I could just weigh the balls of yarn, and whatever has the most yarn is the color I choose, but then I might end up with like two blue sections next to each other.
Yeah, no, I like semi-random.
I think semi-random is probably the better way to go for now anyway. I do need to take note that I have that cottage hair accessory pattern I bought, which is like a chunk of hair accessories.
Oh, like the hair bows and stuff?
Yeah, hair bows and stuff. I should make some of those before any of these fingering weight balls get any smaller, so
Ooh,
that might have
yes,
to
you definitely
happen.
should.
All right, I have moved up my progress keeper, and now we're ready to keep going.
You talked about a thing. Is it my turn for a thing?
It is your turn. The problem with the pigtails is then you just want to play with your hair all day. It's fine.
Okay. I believe I should talk about a test knit. I believe
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Crinkle,
Got a
crinkle.
swatch today. Oh man, I put it off all weekend. Now it's Monday. It has to be done.
Okay. I have beginnings of a sweater. I don't remember where I was at last week. Does anybody remember?
Nope.
I do not remember where I was at last week.
That's why
I
I
think,
put progress creepers in my stuff.
yeah, I super did not think to do that. Okay, well, here's the, you know what? I'm going to show you the back of the sweater because there's more fabric. I said that last week, therefore I had the back of the sweater before.
Okay.
I started doing color work this week.
Good.
And it looks like I haven't done a whole heck of a lot because let me tell you, I started to do the octopus chart.
Uh-huh.
This is an octopus pullover test knit. I started to do the octopus chart and very two rounds in determined. Well, first of all, I did the first round wrong the first time.
Oh, okay.
Like I was trying to establish, and I just like I missed whole chunks of the chart because it's a fairly wide chart. So it wasn't even like a thing that
Oops.
I could just like fix on the next round level of wrong. Like it was tink it and
Yeah.
do it again. Because like I first messed up like 15 stitches in
Oh, jeez.
to a 200 stitch round. So that's on me. That is 100% on me. But then I got 2 rows into the pattern after I tinked the row and reknit it and did it properly. I then realized that the purple I was using was not high enough contrast and it was going to bother me.
Yeah.
And so then it was the debate, do I do this purple that I used in the border,
Okay.
which I can't see what I'm holding up here. Okay, here we go. So there's the like the pinky red fuchsia color,
Yes.
but then in between it there's that little purple color. And I'm like, "Oh, I like that contrast way better."
Yes.
But I'm not sure if because I'm also using it in the border if I because the octopus should take up most of a skein, right? So I'm like, I don't know
Yes.
if I'll have enough. And then I looked at my stash and I'm like, wait a minute, I have like this left over from my mosaic cowl, the amazing cowl,
Yeah, I remember the amazing cow.
and I have a full skein of this. This is Bad Romance in Wood Lily DK. I have a whole second
Oh.
skein of this, so I would have tons of this.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm like, well, I guess I'm ripping back my 2 rows again and reknitting them again. But the contrast is way, 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 way better. If I can get this close enough for you to actually see the 2 rows that I've done. But like, okay, it's not the best, but you can see that the contrast is.
Hey, I remember you asking Discord, and I was like, I'm out. I can't reply.
So like, where's that there? Because it's mirrored. But like this contrast is way better than what it was there
Yes.
before.
Good.
Way better.
Good. Well, you want a sweater. Well, obviously you're test knitting because you want the sweater, but you want the sweater to fit and you want it to look good and you like
Yeah. So
you want to have a usable garment when you're done your test knit.
so now I have the rest of today
Okay.
and then like 2 more days. It's supposed to be done. Today's the 15th.
Yes.
The yoke's supposed to be done on the 17th. So
Okay.
I have a whole lot of knitting to go, but I've done the most difficult part, which is get the correct color in the correct place.
I'm hoping you're like me and you just kind of fall into color work charts and it zooms because you're just like, I'll just do one more round. It's fine.
Oh, it's extremely addictive. It is just one more. Just one more.
One
Like
more.
I'm already doing that. Just one more. Just one more.
Good. Good, 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 good. Well, you got 2 days. You kind of need that mindset.
So we're gonna have an entire octopus chart next week because
You
by
have
gosh,
to.
it's gotta be done in 2
It's
days.
gotta be done.
It's gotta be done in 2 days. And I'm not falling behind. It's getting done in 2 days.
You're determined.
I'm determined.
Okay.
I'll at the very least have the octopus done. Because then the chart at the bottom is just the mirror of the chart at the top.
Yeah.
The little border thing like that. It was so easy. It was
But you
such a
need your
joy.
octopuses
Honestly,
done.
yeah, I need my octopuses done. So this is the Octopus Pullover test knit out of Wood Lily DK.
Okay.
So it's got the little tweedy bits in it. From Fireweed Fiber Co. Link in the description with a discount code if you want 10% off your order.
And oh yeah, you want to save money when you can.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing, I went and got my longer cord. That was my other thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And Knit Picks has these nifty new spinning cords in answer to Chowgoo's ones
Red
where the
lace?
joins spin. Yeah, the red
Yes.
lace cords where the joins spin. I don't know if I can actually show this off. Um, you absolutely can't really tell, but I promise you, I'm spinning the needle and it's not unscrewing, which has been very nice because that's a problem that
Good.
I didn't used to have, but now I do have. And I don't know if it's just because the joins were tighter when I first got my interchangeable set, maybe, and now they're
Probably.
looser.
Well, they
Maybe.
would wear with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that's a little nifty about these, I don't know how useful it'll be, but there's little white dots on the green cord and they're 1 inch apart.
Okay.
So you don't have to fish out a measuring tape to measure inches theoretically. I don't know how useful that's actually going to be, but it's a feature that's there.
Cute.
And the cord has less memory than their traditional the black ones. It's still
Which
not
is
no
good.
memory like the Chowgu red lace. The red lace
S-
cords are still nicer, but these are not bad.
They're better than what they were, which is good.
Yeah.
Means there's some improvement.
So I got a 40-inch one of these to try out because it was like $8, and I got a 40-inch regular cord as well, just because why not?
Yeah.
And it was $5. So this cord is only $3 more, and it's got some nifty little features in it.
Yeah, and if you like them better than the regular cords, then that makes total sense. And you keep the regular cords to put things on hold for a while.
What does this say? There's writing on here that I just noticed. What is this? What do you say? Swivel stainless steel cable, 40 inches, marked at every 1 inch. From Knitter's Pride.
Okay.
Did not notice. Anyway, and they just fit on the regular interchangeable set needles.
Good. So. I'm glad you finally bought more cables.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the perk of the interchangeables, right? Like you don't need to buy new needles, you just buy cords.
Yeah, so that was nice.
So good. Anyway,
I will have an octopus to show off next week.
You have to. It's due in 2 days. Then you got to be moving on to the next part.
Yeah, I know. Well, after that, it's just the body.
You're knitting the body for my size sweater. It's a lot of stitches around, my dear. Even at DK, you can't fall behind.
No, I know. I think by the time this chart's done, it's like 400 stitches around.
It's a lot of stitches.
So kind of wishing I was knitting a smaller size, but it's going to be fun and oversized. So
yes. I
on
think
me.
it's going to be a great sweater for your collection because you like the very large positive
I
ease
do.
sweaters. You really do.
But then it's also nice to bring to Erin's booths whenever she's in the vicinity to, and then like lots of people can try it on because
You would
it's
need to be
oversized or it
done by like
fits.
what, the 17th or 18th of May.
Yes, which is exactly when this test knit's supposed to be done. The end dates line up like perfectly for it to be a sample at Erin's booth at Knit City.
Knit City, Toronto, guys. She doesn't put in the Toronto part.
Sorry, Knit City Toronto.
There's 3 of them now. You really got to classify what
I've
city
got to
it
clarify.
is.
Yes, I mean Knit City Toronto that's happening in May next
Yep.
month.
Yep.
It's right there, so I will be going. In case you're going to Knit City Toronto, in no official capacity, I will be attending. I will just be there. You can come find me and say hi.
She better do an Instagram live so I can watch her and help her shop. Let me tell you guys.
I'm all right. I'm gonna have to buy some tech for this because I'm so tired. My hands get so tired of holding the phone. I want that ridiculous thing that
Selfie stick.
the like the neck thing that
Oh,
like
the next
holds
thing.
the phone right here so I can have my hands
I
free because it
need
gets heavy
you
after a while.
to buy better headphone mic situation.
Also that's probably more important.
But you've been overdue to buy a better headphone mic situation for a while.
Well, it kind of didn't matter when we weren't doing live events.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we're
now it
definitely
matters.
doing them again.
So
Yeah.
I'll get a nice lav mic.
Yeah, it'll be so good. So good. All right, I suppose it means it's me again, hey?
Yep.
Guys, we moved on to the projects that live on the floor because I don't have space for them to live high.
So many of my projects are living on the floor right now.
Oh, God.
I started too many things and now they live everywhere again.
Crazy. Which one's this one? I don't know. I just grabbed a random bag. The answer is, do you remember that review of the Simply Soft we did?
Yeah. Did you finish?
No, God, no.
Oh,
More than 200 stitches per row. Crack, are you snorting?
I also haven't finished, but I picked up a test knit because Octopus.
Over 200 stitches per row, even on worsted, even on a 6mm needle. It's a lot of stitches. Am I making progress? Yes, I am. Did I make a ton of progress? No. There are 200 plus stitches a row. But we got rescued, we got picked up, we got tigged, which ways forward. I ended up being all the way back into the first row of eyelets. So I've done, did I count? Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 6 that I'm knitting on right now. It'll be my 6th row that I'm working on. So I made some progress. Not a ton of progress, just in this green stripe here. But this is the official flip. So this is a top-down triangle version of the Endless Summer shawl pattern. Because I really wanted it. And a triangle version, because apparently I'm all about top-down triangle shawls at the moment. So okay, cool.
Sure.
So we have all
Looks
of this
so
shawl.
good.
We have all of this shawl draped here on the bottom. And this is out of the Karen Cake Simply Soft. No, Karen Simply Soft. Soft and shiny. Oh, so many words. Soft and shiny are the words I'm
Soft and
looking for.
shiny. Yes. Loops and threads, soft and shiny.
Loops and threads, soft and shiny. In a black rainbow sparkle and glowing like poison green.
I think it was named like citrus or something ridiculous, but no, it's
It's
acid
poison.
highlighter green. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a poison acid green, yeah. So this is very moody, very Halloween, very Jocelyn, and I am just this is going to be in danger of going in Diana's suitcase. Um, because of the sheer fluff and drape.
I'm absolutely doing a mini photo shoot with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I've got technically I wrote the pattern out for 2 more color repeats, so a section of black and another section of green, and then I will see where I'm at yardage wise. Because I'm at the point now where anything over about 350 stitches on the edge is about Jocelyn sized for a top-down triangle shawl. I'm nearly 6 feet tall, people. 200 stitch shawl is too short. I'm a very large person. I need a very large shawl.
Draw.
So I'm hoping once I'm done another black and another green repeat, the shawl is long enough on the wingspan before blocking for me to do a bind off. And I'm hoping I have enough to make some black and green tassels. This
Yep.
much drama, this much sparkle, we need tassels.
Yep.
We need tassels. So
Drama.
I slowly make progress on this. I have to be careful because this yarn is so slippery. It whooshes when you're not paying attention.
No grip whatsoever.
None. There is there is none. Uh, so like I'll go pick up to work on some brings and little, and I'll be like, hello, you're toothy. Woohoo! Especially if I've been working on this beforehand. But I'll have leftover black. I'm hoping to have leftover green. And I'm contemplating seeing if I've got enough of the black to crochet a new doll dress. Because like I got a doll that lives up there.
Ah,
Because I
that
think
would
this
be
would
very
be a
good.
super slinky, fun doll dress
Oh,
fabric.
it would, yes.
So we'll take a look at that later. But for the moment, yes, I only knit like 5 rows, but it's fine. They're big rows. They're big rows.
Yeah.
So I am making progresses, but I'd like to get it done. We're well past the time of year where I can wear worsted weight shawls and stuff. I want it prepped for fall. I want it ready for next shawl wearing season. You know?
Yep.
All right, that was my thing that I slowly putter away with from time to time when I need a non-wool alternative.
All right.
Or I'd like to have an argument with my cat because it's just big enough she wants to lie on it now.
Of course.
Um,
All right. I've been continuing to do a little bit of work on the librarian pullover.
good.
Yeah, it hasn't advanced all that much. I apparently really have a thing for DK tweed right now.
Oh yeah, you're rocking the DK tweed vibe.
Both sweaters are DK tweed. Anyway, this one has a fun lattice pattern,
It does.
and I gotta show off the progress. Come on, progress keeper. Why you want to hang backwards? Come on. There we go. Donuts and coffee. It's very important.
I maintain it's because progress creepers have a right or a left. And if you're left hand dominant, you want to attach the progress keeper backwards.
I think in this case it's because I attached it on one of the twisted stitches, so it just wants to twist the wrong way.
May also be
There we go.
okay. But I have to be consciously aware if I've got a directional stitch marker as to which direction I put it together, put it in on.
So that's coming along. I feel like I think when I finish this chart repeat, I think I might be at the armpits because I'm doing a cropped length.
You are.
So,
Should probably tell people what yarn you're using.
oh yeah. I kept the ball band with it because I have now forgotten. Dragon Horde Designs? Dragon Horde Yarns. Dragon Horde Yarn. Cinnamon apricot spice in the gnome tweed DK.
Yes.
So it's this reddish brown with little tweedy bits.
Oh yeah.
Neps, if you will. Because it's fun and textured, and I love a good texture.
You do.
This one's more of a visual texture than a... Well, I guess the lattice is like a physical texture, and then the tweedy bits are a visual texture.
The lattice is a touch texture.
Yeah.
I do all textures of touch texture, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. But you can't really feel the neps so much
No.
as the diamonds. Anyway.
Ah, so good.
Yeah.
I really need to pick up my little long sweater.
You really do.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Otherwise, I'm going to
goodness.
beat you at a race
So
that
much to do.
it means absolutely nothing.
I can't help myself. I'm really enjoying the cowl.
Understandable. I went and gave myself a test knit to do, so
That's fair.
I got a
Good
lot of
news
work to do
is
the next 2
he never
days.
set a deadline for the knit along,
No, he didn't.
so I can that just ends whenever we decide it does.
Yep.
It is super chill. Super chill.
If you would like to join our little long, just knit anything librarian themed.
It's true.
book themed yarn, book themed sweater, something a librarian would wear.
Yeah, we're doing the librarian by Skater Knits.
If you can tie it to a library, it works.
I like Skater Knits patterns.
They are
I really
lovely,
do.
and they're laid out
so
well.
cute. They're
Yes.
well written, which is nice. Just nice. I suppose I need to do the other bag on the floor now.
Yep.
Hope you're all ready for a story.
Oh no.
It's so far
Sounds like I
down
need to get
here.
my coffee.
Can I even get it? Oh my god. People will know. I'm making a blanket. And I needed to take a break from the blanket because an entire queen size bedspread is a lot to assemble. And there's only so much basic granny square I can handle in a row consistently before my mind and body need to executively get out of the situation. So it's like, okay, I will put it down for a bit. It is long enough to be a bedspread. It's not quite wide enough. I need to add an extra row and I need to make the pillowcases still. So like we still made a lot of progress on the blanket. But we're not quite finished. So I went to Discord and I was like, okay, I need to take a break. I mentally I need to do something different for a little bit so that when I look at the blanket, I don't go, oh God, you again. I get more excited about working on it. So I was like, do I work on my crocheted spring mesh pullover? Or do I work on, I don't even remember what the other thing was I was thinking about working on. Everyone was like, oh, cool, do a pull. I did a pull. Instagram said crochet mesh pullover because Diana did the tie breaking vote.
Yep.
Did I do that? Absolutely. Did I take a look at my thing? I did. Did I decide I was probably making a size that was going to be too baggy? Like there's baggy and there's too baggy. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, so I need to take back. So I was ripping back and I was chatting with Erin because of course I was visiting with Erin. The monster is on the move again. And it was great and it was wonderful. And then I had the urge to cast on. I have to accept some things about myself. One, I don't wear worsted weight things for very long.
Yes.
I get too warm.
Yes. This is why I have so many worsted weight things that I have not made.
I have to stop making things for Diana. Not that she doesn't enjoy them. So I got a ball of tinked yarn. Erin double checked, Chris double checked, my brother-in-law, to make sure I had, because I've got two colors of that indigo Barocco linen, but they're so close in color. So close in color. And it's like, ooh, maybe, maybe not. And I swatched and cast it on for a top in knitting. Because I won't wear worsted weight spring mesh pullover. It's up to 12 to 15 degrees Celsius here some days. I am outside in cardigans like this and a drapey shawl. And I'm warm. I'm quite comfortable in capris and flats. Like I am not cold. We have reached fingering weight sweater weather for me. So I couldn't. I talked, we chatted about it. Nope, I need something lighter. So I went looking for a t-shirt pattern. I didn't like any of the ones I saw. So I'm making a gauged garment. Look at that.
It looks pretty.
And it's knitted. And I got a little garter bump on the bottom because I didn't want to do any ribbing because I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for me. And I don't know, I'm doing a semi-relaxed fit, so I don't know if I have enough yarn for sleeves. We'll find out when I get there, hence the bottom-up approach. Because if I don't, it's a tank top.
Hey, look at that.
And we'll make that decision when we get there. But the yarn has been separated. It has been fully ripped out. I have to just I love that freaking spring mesh pullover look. I have to let it go. I don't wear worsted in the spring.
It could be a winter mesh, whatever it was.
Don't. Maybe I'll take a look at it later. Crochet with Carrie is the free pattern for the spring mesh pullover. It's a freaking gorgeous sweater. But I've now attempted to try to make it twice, and I have been I've been looking at it going, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but I'm not going to wear it. Which means I shouldn't be making it, right? Not if it's
Does make it
something
hard to
for
finish.
me.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely knitting miles of stockinette in the linen. It turns out I really enjoy knitting linen.
That works.
I really enjoy knitting linen. Now I am getting 6 stitches per inch on a 4mm needle. So we're a tight fabric,
Mm-hmm.
but given the drape of linen, I'm not worried about it. And I, in theory, will have a body shortly. My hope is to get through a 50-gram ball every couple of days,
Not unreasonable.
which isn't a huge goal. It is a goal. It isn't a huge goal. And I'm not counting anything. Like I'm already through my first 50-gram ball. Like I'm already. And then I attached the ends from the stuff I ripped out. So I'm going to work through this week and hopefully get through this plus another 50-gram ball so that I'll be like 150 grams into this. And I'm hoping that pretty much gives me my body. How am I going to do the top? I don't know. It'll be a V-neck something, either a V-neck tank top or a V-neck t-shirt. And if I like it and it fits, I will simply repeat the process and make a second one. Because my wardrobe needs some staples. I need staples that I will wear. And if this turns out the way I think it's going to, it'll be a freaking lovely t-shirt. The super ideal goal is a nice drapey V-neck t-shirt with like elbow length sleeves. But we will see. I don't know if I have enough yarn for that. Well, that's okay. Oh, stop trying to split the stitch. I am, however, I liked crocheting with linen and I'm liking knitting with linen. So I think I need to get more linen in my life.
I
Does that
agree.
make sense? I need to
Linen is
figure out
glorious.
how to. It's really pretty. And it's just going to get softer as I go, right? So it's like, really?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be after like a couple of washes.
Buttery soft. Like it's softening up as I work on it with just the heat and the friction of my hand. It's getting softer as I work on it. So I feel like I'm hoping. So we will see. We shall see. However, yes, I started off with a crochet sweater and now I have a knit top going on because of course I do. Why not?
Why not?
Make my life more interesting. Cause reasons. So I did that this week. Oops. You should not be shocked. This is not an unusual thing for me to do to myself.
Okay. Progress happened.
Progress happened. That's the important part. Now
Everything's content.
it's a good thing I had people double check because the dark blue gray and the dark charcoal gray are very close.
Yeah, yeah.
And it turned out I'd been crocheting two of the same color. And I was holding it down. Anyway, so we got them separated and I tied the other linen bag closed. And it will remain tied and closed until I am done with this one.
Good call.
So that I do not have to do that again. And here's hoping it sticks. Because I've tried crocheting with this linen twice now. And while lovely, it didn't have enough to make the size I wanted. But I am liking the knitting. I also just like Barocco yarns, if I'm honest.
Yeah. As we record, I've been knitting socks out of this glorious There's Coffee in That Nebula.
Such a good colorway for socks. Ah,
It's dark purple and light purple and fuchsia, almost red, and little bits of yellow. It's bringing me so much joy. So as we record, I finished the toe and I've done almost like 2 inches of foot. I'm just doing vanilla socks, roundy roundy. And it's such a happy, mindless knit. I love it so much. It's bringing me so much joy. It is feeding my soul.
I need 2 inches. It's 3.141592.
Ah,
As
Thought
we're
it might have been
recording,
2.
I'm closing it on an inch. I'm like, oh, I actually should look up the number.
So
I
that's it.
love
That's all I
my,
have to say about these. They're vanilla
I love,
socks from
I
Fireweed Fiber
love,
Co.
I love,
And they're beautiful and I love them.
I love my vanilla socks from Fireweed Fiber Co. I
And
enjoy
I'm
my
doing them
There's
one at a
Coffee in
time
that
because it's
Nebula
easier.
ones.
This is my boring roundy while we record knitting because I can do stockinette stitch and not have to look down unless I like drop a stitch.
Yeah, it's so
It's nice.
handy.
It's
That's
so
why I keep
nice.
picking up the cowl. And now I'm going to pick it up the body of that top. That break, though, was really good because now I'm looking at my blanket squares and I'm like, yeah, I could assemble a couple.
Nice.
So that week break was absolutely what I needed. So good. So good. I'd like to ideally be able to hold up 2 pillowcases and 2 long strips, which won't technically finish the blanket. It'll need a border, but then the blanket will be big enough for a border.
It's getting there.
Let's get there. Oh my gosh. On the bright side, that means we're done with projects. So we just have a non-scripted Patreon ad.
And do I have a word?
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Yes.
All right. If you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you can do so at patreon.com/northernknitspodcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server, where we chat about all manner of things and share all manner of patterns, including amigurumi unicorns. I'm sure we've done that at some point. If not, we will now.
I'm watching a monster. No, but yeah, I could do an amigurumi unicorn. That'd be fun.
Can you imagine one in the same style as the little Triceratops, as all like little chubby?
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
Oh my gosh, okay, if that pattern doesn't exist, I'm making one.
Yeah, because I need one now.
Yeah, I think we all do. We need a little chubby unicorn amigurumi.
I need a little fat unicorn with a horn.
Yes.
Oh my god, so
Not even
much
like an
so.
epic horn, just like a little nub.
Little tiny one.
Yeah.
I want a little chubby baby unicorn.
Yes. I think we can make
That's
this
what I
happen.
want. That's what I want. I want you to stop being a nuisance. Don't jump. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna do it anyway, aren't you? Yeah, I see that tail twitch.
Getting into things she shouldn't.
I left the table exposed.
Well, that's what you get.
Guys, life with cat ownership. All right, we don't have a ton of admin stuff. We have the little one going on. There is also the spring craft with us currently occurring. I've got blocked and washed swatches that I have done nothing with. So I need to be getting going on that because before we know it, we'll be at the summer solstice. And I'd like to have a fitted cropped cardigan done in time.
Yeah. My colorwork socks are on hold for a colorwork sweater right now.
Just totally a thing that happens. Otherwise, I don't think we've got a ton on the go. We have this Saturday is the Patreon e-knitting. So if you're a Patreon member at $5 or more a month,
yeah.
we have the e-knitting. It's the second last Saturday of the month. And then the Saturday after that is going to be whip sprints. So April is plugging along. This Friday, oh man, it's an intense weekend for me. This Friday I will be live with Louise for mid-month motivation.
Where is April going?
I know. It's just zooming. It's just zooming. But I think that's it. I think that's all. Nothing else is coming to the top of my brain. So I'm gonna say until next week. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you,
don't forget to knit
it. You knock something off that table, I swear.
Well, just thinking about it.
That's gonna crash on your head and you will injure yourself. Injure yourself. Did anyone ever explain to you you're 20 pounds, you're too heavy to do this stuff? And you're 6 years old, you're old? What the hell is my senior citizen cat? I thought I'd lived through this stage. What are you doing? No, absolutely not.